In the news tonight, Budget Debate 2022.
Where is the 50,000 jobs according to your Post manifesto? Where are the sugar estates that you have reopened? Where are the targeted cash transfers to Guyanese, particularly the elderly?
And you lecture people how to govern. You're incapable of deciding who will lead you.
Murder suspect arrested in Mahika, and major fire averted at GNSC Wharf. The 2022 national budget got underway today with the Minister of Labour, Joseph Hamilton, getting the ball rolling for the government's side of the House, and he immediately went after the opposition.
Mr. Speaker, the wannabe opposition leader, Mr. Speaker, wannabe opposition leader is trying to lecture us, this government, about how to govern, and yet they're a spectacle to the nation, incapable of even electing or selecting opposition leader. And you lecture people how to govern. You're incapable of deciding who will lead you. How will you govern a nation? So, Mr. Speaker, you don't know who is in or who is out. They themselves don't even know who is in and who is out.
Amanzo Walton the Seer said the budget 2022 is disrespectful, discriminatory, and deceitful.
Mr. Speaker, the PPPC has demonstrated their inability to even keep their own promises. Mr. Speaker, where is the free education that they promised in the manifesto? Where is the 50% increase of public servants? Where is the 50,000 jobs according to your Post manifesto? Where are the sugar estates that you have reopened? Where are the targeted cash transfers to Guyanese, particularly the elderly, the children, the poor, and the other vulnerable groups? Where are the promises in your manifesto? Why don't we see them reflected in this budget in any tangible way? You promised in your manifesto an increase of the old age pension to $40,000 per month. We just showed you how you could achieve that with the minutest of reallocation. But the fact is that you don't care. What happened to the duty-free zones? You said that you would compensate fisher folk affected by the oil and gas sector. Where is that compensation? Mr. Speaker, the PPPC administration has already demonstrated to the people of Guyana who they are. A mafia masquerading as a government, focused only on enriching themselves and their friends.
The budget debates continue tomorrow.
Planning an elegant or corporate event? Let the experts at Star Rentals equip you. Give your event that spectacular 5-star experience it deserves with the options of transparent tents of various sizes, indoor and outdoor formal bars and cocktail tables with LED lights, stage, podium with lighting, portable AC units, generators, executive portable washrooms, outdoor light tower, and much more. Call today 226-3020. Online www.starrentalsgy.com. Star Rentals, we got you covered.
Hey, looking for office furniture, stationery, electronics, janitorial supplies, or even dietary products? Okay, stop searching, because we at Imperial Trading have all that and more. Check us out at 73 Section 8 Urban Street, or give us a ring on 639-3785. And be sure to ask about our special discounts. Whatever you need, we got it. Because at Imperial Trading, we operate so you can operate.
Are you ready to go back to school?
Yes, we are.
So what must we do to stay safe from COVID-19?
Wear a mask, cover my nose and mouth, and bring an extra one just in case.
Wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds. Stay apart, no hugging or sharing items.
And what should we do if we want to sneeze or cough?
Do it in your elbow. Bend and cough. Bend and sneeze.
If we do these things, we can all be back in school and stay safe.
A message from the Global Partnership for Education, the Ministry of Education, and UNICEF.
The Guyana Fire Service was called into action on Sunday and quickly averted a major fire at the Guyana National Shipping Corporation Limited. When the firemen arrived on the scene, the fire was raging in the workshop and gear room of the Lombard Street building. Minister of Home Affairs Robeson Ben said more work needs to be done to get the message across that fire prevention systems ought to be put in place at homes and businesses.
We have what's called a gear room. So the gears repairs, tackling, rubber hoses and so on which were a fire. It has been, they were removing that, apparently they were working at that area yesterday. And for whatever reasons yet to be determined, there was a fire. I guess about 8:20, 8:30. So it is contained, restricted just to that building. The message, we perhaps have to work harder at getting the message across in spite of the fact that we've had serious fires of recent.
Fire Chief Gregory Wickham said investigations are ongoing to determine what caused the fire. He posited that firefighters contained the fire to one section of the building.
We managed to surround the fire and what we would understand to be called a cutoff that is preventing it from spreading to other structures. We had some of the contents stored within the area there, like fuel, LPG cylinders, or what people call gas cylinders. Yes, and so we managed to contain and stop it from spreading to other areas. Our investigative team, they are on ground as we speak, and they are going through the rubbles so that they can be able to determine the cause of the fire. As soon as that exercise is completed, information will be fed to the people.
He's urging Guyanese to take fire safety seriously.
Every fire, we firefighters, we are concerned because every fire we would fight is an economic cost and loss. And so we want to, as far as practically possible, stop any outbreak of fire, whether that be at a personal residence, whether it be at an institution, whether it be a government entity or private owned, we want to stop those. And so we want to use this opportunity to send out the message to advise or an advisory to those people who are in stores, you have in buildings where you have members of the public visiting, that you should take all the necessary precautions in order to prevent an outbreak of fire. You should also ensure that within the structures that you have defense mechanism like smoke detectors, fire alarms, dry risers, so those structures that are high rise. We continue to spread the message because it is important. This is the first step of preventing a fire. And if you do have an outbreak, well then those systems will be kicked in to alarm or to inform, and then firefighting will begin just there. So we want to say to members of the public, please take fire prevention and fire safety seriously. I know generally the practice of Guyanese is that we pay more attention to security, but fire safety is very...
Meanwhile, the Fire Prevention Department is slated to conduct fire prevention inspections later this week with GNSC.
Here comes the back-to-school children. Now's our chance to spread! Let's get closer! Closer! Too far apart! We'll get them! Oh no! Mask! Mask! We can't get in! His nose is exposed. Staying more than 6 feet apart, wearing a mask to cover your nose and mouth, and washing your hands with soap and water are the 3 best ways to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Let's do the right thing and get back to school safe.
A message from the Global Partnership for Education, the Ministry of Education, and UNICEF.
Hello?
Grandson tear up his granny.
Man, granny, what now, man?
Grandson tear up. Both morning. Come, please do something for granny fast. No, I want you to get some groceries for me from the market.
Man, granny, you could call Trace Delivery Service, you know?
You know about the Trace Delivery Service and you never tell me? Look, just give me the number.
The number is...
All right.
It's up.
Granddaughter, you reach fast, man.
Yes,
You get
Granny.
the hook up.
Yes, Granny, yes. Anything else? Everything
I
come up
ain't
to
gotta get nothing. How much it come up
$15,000.
to?
15 including the delivery.
Well, I ain't ready to do nothing else. I just gotta go by NIS and do some running.
But Granny, we just do the tough for you, know. I gotta do sign behind your check and
You
we
make
can
a
go
joke.
for your thing. You ain't gotta forget no COVID card or nothing. We doing everything for you.
All right, hold on. I got it from a thing. Tear up where you going. Step back. Step back. If you didn't go and buy it from me at the market, you want to see what I got in my bag. Good. Clean the feet.
Your grandson.
Grandson, my tail.
Murder suspect Sean Bob, who was wanted by the police for the murder of his stepson, Isaiah Edwards, was arrested on Saturday in Mahaica. The police acted on information swooped down on a house at Helena No. 1 Mahaica, where the suspect was hiding out. According to the police, the suspect was seen jumping through a glass window fully dressed as a female, complete with makeup and a wig on his head. He was arrested and is currently under police guard at the Georgetown Public Hospital, where he was taken for a medical examination. Edwards was stabbed on the 26th after intervening in an altercation between his mother and the suspect. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.